there's two MPs that is involved, because where you are standing now is St Ann, but over where the bamboo is Clarendon. So you have the North Clarendon MP and you have the Southwest St Ann MP. So we want both MPs to get together and clean the river course so that we can avert some of the flooding that is taking place here. Look at what is happening here.
Okay.
Cave River.
Cave River?
Right.
How this reach here?
This may be people dumping garbage here. But what happened? Some time ago, right? Maybe 2-3 years ago, probably a little longer than that, they had a river cleaning program. And they widened the channel from up where the river sinks to here. So when it comes down here now, here is not wide enough to take off the flood water. So when the flood water comes, it comes into a funnel. So once it starts widening out, it floods this area completely.
So this is the area that needs to be cleaned?
This area, the whole of this channel now, go back down to the other bridge.
Alright, so when you said to be clean, is it removing garbage or is it extracting the vegetation?
Remove the vegetation, widen the channel so that when the water comes down, it will come into a funnel and then flood this area. So when this happens, it flood all of this coffee and then flood the farmers in the back of this hill. We have this on our strategic plan for the community to get this clean so that when the water comes, it continue running and don't block the road. But through the grapevine, we heard that the MP has adopted the program. But we haven't seen anything happening yet. So we are hoping that sooner or later something will happen, start preventing the whole flooding of this area. When it comes down, we might not have any rain down this area, or heavy enough rain. But the whole area is blocked off for maybe half a day or so, depending on how wherever the river comes down. And this water now will go back out. Will follow, if we allow it to follow the channel properly, it will just go and pick and flood its natural flood plains. But what happened? It floods Aenon Town, which is the district behind here, and it also floods this roadway. So you have it impossible for maybe a half a day sometimes.
And you said it affects the farmers, right?
Right, it affects the farmers, it affects the natural business and the whole of the businesses in the area too.
Okay. So it is the one that is damaging the road as well?
Right. Because this area was paved maybe about 4 years ago, and you can see it's peeling off the asphalt of the area. When we started the whole discussion, we were looking at how we could get help other than just government come and help. So what we did, we spoke to NWA, and the person at the time did an estimate how much it would cost to clean the area from the bridge up there to the other bridge in Greenock. So from Aenon Town Bridge to Greenock Bridge is about 2 miles. We wanted that estimate to float onto the donor agency. But to date, we have not gotten the estimate, so we cannot make no proposal to any of those agencies who we think would help us.
How desperate would you say is the situation for community members to want to see it fixed?
It's very desperate. When I say desperate, because what happened, when the water back up, Aenon Town, which is the next little town behind here, and as I said to you before, Aenon means flooding, and town, flooding town. So Aenon Town is flooded most of the time. The water come onto the roadway, block off the roadway for Aenon Town and many other citizens in Aenon Town. But if this continues, what will happen is very soon we won't have any roadway in this area. When it persists and it's very bad, what happens, Cave Valley gets flooded too, because we have a mean cycle in this area of about 7 years when we have serious flooding.
Around what time period is that?
The mean cycle, earlier this year we suffered some flooding. It wasn't all that bad like back out in 2004 when we had about 10 feet of water in Cave Valley Square. So we are trying to get them to come on board so we can maybe set up a levee system that keeps the water back onto the farmland side and back to Baghole where's the natural floodplain for this spillway, as I'd call it, for the river. If you look at the church wall, you'll see that they're repairing the church because it erosion here, and you can see that they are taking steps trying to reclaim the land, right? So this whole river thing need to be trained. Look at the church wall now, you'll see that they chop out the wall, put back some material in it because the church start to break up.
Have persons also lost their homes due to the heavy rains and flooding?
Persons were flooded out. We have a lot of persons who were flooded out. Businesses were flooded out too, and they stretch when you go around the corner. Because what happened? When up low, where the bank is lower, the water comes over and come down the road.
Any breakaways or anything like that from buildings?
From buildings, not that I know of. It's 2 MPs that is involved, because where you are standing now is St Ann, but over where the bamboo is Clarendon. So you have the North Clarendon MP and you have the Southwest St Ann MP. So we want both MPs to get together and clean the river course so that we can avert some of the flooding that is taking place here.
Have they responded as yet?
Well, as I said to you, I heard through the grapevine that the Southwest St Ann MP said he's going to take it on. I am not sure what the Northern Clarendon MP is doing.